Well, since you mentioned Rocky Mountain Race Week, I kind of walked around on Facebook a little bit and was looking at some of the pictures from Rocky Mountain Race Week. Found this one.
Man, that's
Chad, a good shot, Chad.
Yeah, he's a photographer, and he wakes up early. I don't know if he just always wakes up early or if that's because he was sleeping in a tent.
Gotcha. So where was this? Bo, just nod your head if you want me to add you.
This was in Kearney, Nebraska. And Connie's, if you know
small hands smell like cabbage.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome, Bo. Happy Father's Day.
Hey, happy Father's Day, fellas.
This is like one of the coolest pit layout tracks in the history of ever. Like the whole pit is a circle. Goes round. Happy to go more reference.
Round and round in a circle, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow.
You put your quarter in, up, down, around, and around. Filling it.
You come out of the return road and you flow into the circle, and as long as everybody's going counterclockwise around said circle, you just pull out of your pit, go counterclockwise, you dump into the staging lanes the other direction. So it's pretty legit. And then in the middle of the big circle is nice mowed grass, trees. You can like pit and then walk 20 feet to a shade tree and just sit out.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah, it's some really fancy trees they have, and it's like between a couple big cornfields of such. It's very, very nice facility. I really enjoy it, and super cool when you're coming down the return road there. You come right in front of the grandstands, the big bleacher seats. So like it's bleachers, return road, fence, track. So it's kind of cool just coming right down in front of everybody whenever you get done there. And then you drive under a little over deal and the lady steps out and hands you a ticket.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super good. Super nice track. It was a nice place to spend the night. Again, still kind of wish we hadn't, because then we would have drove a little bit that day. But it was super good.
Bo, glad you got to join us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wasn't sure if we were gonna see you tonight. I have a very special marketplace set up for you guys by popular demand.
Are you tapping your fingers?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I'm getting some kind of weird noise. It sounds like someone's like doing this on the table. All right. Anyway, yeah.
All right.
Let's not do marketplace yet. What did I? I've only missed a couple minutes. Did I miss anything good or important? Super important? Other than John and Mike Honcho's on the podium again.
Well, we were just getting ready to get into that.
Oh, okay. So I ruined the good surprise on me.
Okay. So Doherty's just getting back from Lane Throwdown. Doherty, how was it?
It was a really good time. It was hot AF. I don't think I peed the whole day. A lot of water. I came home pretty dehydrated. Almost weighed 229 pounds when I got home.
Shoot.
Yeah. Good God.
It was a deal. So it was a 100-mile drive. The route that was just splashed up there was, so we raced in the morning, left Tulsa Raceway Park, drove north on 169 through Oologah to Lala, and then hang a right, go all the way over to Route 66, right about Chelsea, I think, and then over to the Blue Whale, which was route stop number 1. So we did like 90% of the route to get to route stop number 1. But it was a really good drive. It was about 100 miles all in. So we did the Blue Whale and then Velocity Motorsports. Redonkulous shout out to Velocity for sponsoring the event, being maybe the only naturally aspirated car in the event, but the quickest one. $500 straight from Velocity to go put back in a feller's race car. And then the fastest Power Adder car got a $500 cash money prize as well. So like those guys don't have to do that, and that's awesome.
Hold on, who won the fastest Power Adder car?
That'd be our boy Dustin Cottle.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Awesome. Unlovable out there kicking some arse.
Also Tailgate.
One Tailgate, and
which, hey, I'm not trying to bring up old stuff, okay? But at Rocky Mountain Race Week, there were multiple wagons in the Tailgate class.
Also, there was like a Lexus SUV-ish thing.
And just to be clear, I don't think I would be competitive in the Tailgate class.
Here's the deal. Tailgate here is
DYO.
No. Tailgate at Rocky Mountain's a DYO thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Tailgate here is a different deal.
I know.
It's a fastest car. So
oh my gosh, by 0.002. That's not a lot.
That's
but
not
a
lot.
win is a win.
Yeah, we were sitting in the pits, just kind of eyeballing. I can't remember his name. Who's the guy with the S10 that he like narrowly edged out? Miles Musati. It was super tight. We got the. Were you laughing at me?
No, I'm laughing at drag driver Pete.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm just busting.
No,
I'm just busting balls.
no BS. You should do both for tailgate.
All I'm saying is if I was able to make it this weekend, I'd have been number 2 in a big block class for sure. That's a promise.
Yeah.
So that's your next one. You need to have a shootout between the wagon SUV guys and the truck guys to see who really rules tailgate.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because in all these events, it's like, okay, you got to sign up for something, and it don't really matter what you tell them. You could tell them you're signing up for the spaceship class right up until you hand in your ticket.
Yeah,
you hand in your ticket, you lock in where you're at. So half a brain, you walk up there and say, "Hey, what's up?" And most of these fellers go, "Okay, yeah, top 3 are a whole ass second in front of me. I'm going to use versus you." So a lot of these classes are going to end up with somewhere between 3 and 5 people in them.
Yeah.
But all motor, there was just 2 of us, my car and Kirsten Chester's 70 Nova, also a bad unit. And unfortunately she broke maybe, I think, an axle. So it would have been funner if we'd have been able to race each other.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
I had every intention on being at this deal. My wife was even going to go with me. It would have been her first drag. She was going to ride with me, actually.
Yeah.
We just had some stuff come up, family stuff, and we couldn't make it. So unfortunately, my big plans.
It's going to happen on the big jobs.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. I mean, we made the right choice by being where we needed to be. But I made a joke about how I definitely would have been second. It's because I knew that the other car broke. It was just me being smart. But
it's not wrong.
No.
It was kind of wild because for a 1 day super local event, as far as averages go, 1, 2, 3, 4 8-second averages, 3 9-second averages. I brought out some good cars.
Yeah.
I think there were a handful of noobs to drag and drive in general, but as it were, most of the people there I have seen on other drag and drives already this year. So
yeah.
Not exactly bringing out a new car, new crowd, but little by little, Rome wasn't plowed down in a day, I guess.
It was, in fact, burned in a day. That is wrong.
Oh, wait, it wasn't built in a day.
That's what it was.
That's the other deal.
That's the thing.
You got to take your time building it, but you can destroy it quickly, much like an engine.
Yeah.
You take your time putting it together, and then boom, one wrong tune.
That is true. Cars are getting ridiculous.
Right.
And a good,
very.
Not complaining.
So what's your take on the 1 day events, Doherty?
I'm gonna trailer my car to the next one. I don't care if a hair lips a pope. I thought, all right, it'll be kind of a baller move to just jump in the old Nova, throw the trailer on back, and drive it to Tulsa. And I did. And then when I was wore out and ready to just crawl in the comfy seat in the old high country and motor my fat ass home, I had to get back in that sweat box and drive.
And close your eyes and okay.
And what
1.5 hours. That's all I need to do.
What sucks is, like, if it's an hour drive in a regular car, it's longer. So it was 2 hours to get home. Yes, all 4 8-second averages were trucks. You're not wrong.
Yeah, and that's why I say I'm not competitive in the tailgate class.
James Esmond and his S10, our boy Dustin and his Suzu Faster, which is awesome in and of itself because nobody even knows what it is. Miles in his S10, and then Mike Howard in Silverado. So
yes, Snarks. The answer is yes on that. There we go.
Do we finish? Man, feels like I'd rather done that than finish with it still in the. But by the time I got that 2-hour drive done, it was super pleasant. Like the last 10 minutes, the temperature wise.
Yeah.
But now, like afternoon passes and then an evening drive. Maybe a good, like, he did a stop at Velocity and ordered a pant load of pizzas. So everybody stopped there and kind of hung out and ate pizza. Kind of the same type of deal, only that thing wraps up at about 10 o'clock and everybody goes over to midnight. And then you're driving home at the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe you get some other action at the midnights. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
This one was at the, which I don't know how much they do track wise for midnights. This one was coupled with a Ford.
A Ford and Shelby meet was in Tulsa.
Thank you. I didn't know what they were doing. I just knew everybody drove a Ford. There were skinny jeans to be had.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you can't do that. No, it was the Motorama was putting on the show, and I know Ford and Shelby meet was in Tulsa. So
yeah, so for the second portion of the event, because you drag and then you drive and then you drag again. That's what makes it a drag and drive and drag.
It's a clever.
But the second portion, they had already started their event. So we got lane 10 and we all just kind of knew that the track was going to be in stellar shape after 100 hard tire cars went down it. So we all lined up real quick, made our passes. And then I sat around and watched the Ford event for a while. And I'm going to try to say this without sounding like an asshole, but there's a lot of people there that had never been down the drag strip before.
Yeah.
Which is a good and bad thing. Like, it's maybe a bad thing if you were trying to put together another pass, like a couple of these guys might have been doing, knowing that like Dustin and Miles were like 0.00 something apart. I'm gonna bet one of them dudes was ready to go make another lick, but I don't know how you would improve on what you would already have done that day with it just hot as dog legs and the track having had numerous hard tire cars down it from people that never done a track before.
You got to start somewhere.
But
if you're at an event and there's a racetrack and you never raced, it'd be a good time to try it.
Yeah, but I did like that event was there and that they were talking about the drag and drive cars there. That could only make, I mean, some of those guys are probably thinking, man, my car can do that. I'll just go do that. That looks like a good ass time. And they're not wrong, but you got to start somewhere. If they see all us guys doing that, maybe they want to come do that. But it's kind of wild, some of their tactics. I was a little confused at times. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around why you would drive around the water box and then back up to the water box. And then
they drove around and backed up into it.
They drove around it and backed up almost to it, and then tried real hard to do a burnout. Gave it the old chirp, 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 and then
a little dry hop
action, and then went up and launched car.
Dry hop. Okay.
Narc's jumping in here.
Shelby American getting involved in drag and drive.
Oh, see, there you go.
Calm down. They didn't want their front tires wet. Man, I think my front tires get wet a lot.
Never had an issue.
Yeah. Wetter the better.
But no, this goes right back to, Narc's walking around at Power Tour and people asking him what was drag, drive, and repeat, what is drag and drive, stuff like that. It's not exactly a hidden form of racing, but there are still people out there who don't know anything about it. And I'm sure the Ford crowd is probably some of those people.
No, you can't say that. That's a weird statement.
Are you saying
then allow me to clarify.
Statement.
Allow me to clarify.
The guys are a little slow or what?
No, I'm saying the people who show up at the Ford and Shelby meet.
Okay, there you go.
Those are probably not the people that you would normally see. Now, there's going to be people in those groups.
Yeah, I agree with that. But also, on the same hand, if you go to a car show, most of those people ain't going to do drag and drive either and don't know a lot about
That's
it.
true.
How many people did you talk to on Power Tour when they seen you wearing a drag and drive shirt, ask you what that was and what they did?
I had a lot,
right?
I had a lot of people ask me questions about my circuit shirt.
Because the last circuit shirt is by far the coolest circuit shirt so far.
Oh, it's got a whale on it and everything.
Yeah, it's cool.
But no, there were a lot of people who asked me, and they, of course, would ask.
If anybody's listening and wants to know more information about drag and drive, drag, drive, repeat.
You should create a YouTube channel.
Don't come here for information. We've said this a multiple.
I think somebody on Power Tour literally told him he should create a YouTube channel.
They did.